Kat, and in this video I will show you my entire process for unpacking and sanitizing my groceries during the pandemic. This is just something I can do to ensure that everything entering my home is safe, so in case I haven't had the virus yet, my husband hasn't had the virus yet, we know that we're not going to get it from something that we just brought into our home. If you don't take this very seriously and you don't think this virus is a big deal, this video isn't for you. This video is for the people who want to not have to worry about anything that is in their home, not wanting to worry about getting the virus and passing it on to an elderly person or someone with a compromised immune system like myself. This video is for those people to feel a little bit safer and empowered by removing this variable. Before I even go to the grocery store, I sanitize my entire kitchen, both sides of the counter and both sides of my sink. The right side of my counter is closer to my front door, so this is going to be the dirty side moving forward. I also bring my garbage and recycling bins closer and then add a bag specifically for my dirty shopping bags. I don't want to throw them away, I want to use them later, but from what we know, the virus could live for up to 17 days on some surfaces, so I think it's better to just play it safe, set those bags aside, and let any virus or germs die on them for several days. Then I begin washing all of my perishable items first. I like to do this so that they don't get too warm sitting on the counter for too long, and it keeps everything fresher. I soap everything up extremely well in the right side of the sink, which is my dirty side of the sink, and then when I have several items soaped up, I thoroughly rinse them off. I like to wash each item for about 20 seconds total, then set it in the left side so that it can have a little bit of time to drip dry. For items that could leak if they were in the bottom of a basin, I just use Clorox wipes on the outside of those and then set them directly on the clean side of the counter. Some items don't need to be sanitized at all because you can open them up, drop out the clean contents, and then put the dirty package, which would have been anything that was touched by anyone else's hands in the store, directly into your recycling bins. I did this process with absolutely every piece of produce and pre-packaged food that came into my front door. There's no sense going halfway with this. You should really thoroughly wash everything if you're going to wash anything at all. I heard one good analogy for this process as pretend everything that comes into your home is covered in glitter. You want to clean off all of the glitter and make sure there is no glitter left anywhere in your home. I basically just pretend that everything is raw meat and anything that it's touched is now dirty until it's sanitized. For some items, I don't want to keep them in the original packaging, but I don't want to touch them transferring them to new clean packaging that seals better. When transferring these dates out of their clamshell package, I turn the rim of a Ziploc bag over and then use that bag basically as a glove. Because I turned the rim of the bag over before I grabbed the dates, the inner rim was the only thing that touched them, and I knew that that portion of my bag was completely clean and sanitary. Then I used a Clorox wipe on the outside of that Ziploc bag and it was ready to go on my clean side of the counter. Once I had done all of my packaged produce, I sanitized the right side of my basin again, and then began on my fresh produce while the last of my packaged items dried in the clean side of the basin. I dumped almost everything in and then added a really generous amount of my vegetable wash. I use this one from Trader Joe's, but Dr. Bronner's or any kind of Castile soap works really well for this as well. I used about 10 times as much as I normally used, and then while those veggies soaked in their bath, I put away all of my clean produce to clear up a little bit more counter space and put down an area for me to dry my produce. Then once they'd had a little bit of time to get all soapy and dissolve some of their outer dirt, I rinsed them off individually and transferred them over to that clean towel. This process takes a little bit of time, but this is actually something that I do, albeit with less soap, every single time I buy produce. I did this in 2 batches. I did all of my heavier items first, and then I washed the greens second. I just put them into the exact same soapy water that I had been using to save a little bit of soap, and because it's still going to work on these veggies. I fully submerge everything, and since I have this full head of lettuce, I hold it underwater like I'm trying to get it to pay my cousin Vinny. And then while those greens are having their bath, I can continue with the more difficult items like shallots and onions. These are the most frustrating part because you have to peel them, wash them, and then thoroughly dry them, otherwise they will rot on your countertop. Then, once I've done all of those tricky pieces, I rinse off all of my greens since by now they've had about 5 to 10 minutes to soak and get nice and soapy. I like to break the bottom of the lettuce stalk off in order to wash the leaves individually. I do like to give a little bit more time and attention to these items that are not going to be heated, because then you will not give the virus a chance to die with the high heat, and some types of similar coronaviruses can live for a very long time in very cold conditions. Then after everything is finished, I sanitize my kitchen completely, and that is the whole process. Thanks for watching. If you need more information about COVID-19, check out the links below for reliable information, and stay safe, guys.